Oh, government has rescinded its decision on the demolition of unlawfully erected buildings in the core zone of the Sakumo Ramsar site. At a stakeholder engagement on Sunday, November 6, 2022, the regional minister, Henry Quarter, revealed that measures have been put in place to get the structures regularized than demolished.
The Greater Accra Regional Security Council was scheduled to demolish all structures on the Ramsar site after fence walls in the core zones of the site were earlier pulled down in October this year. A team was tasked to take an inventory of the number of houses illegally constructed on the Sakumo Ramsar site to allow for the second phase of the demolition. However, at a stakeholder engagement on Sunday, the regional minister Henry Quarter revealed that measures have rather been put in place to get the structures regularized.
Regional Coordinating Council, we don't have the powers on the logos to do regularization. But one thing I can assure you is that RegSec will make strong recommendations to the Lands Ministry so that regularization, inshallah, will be done. Until we finish our discussions, negotiations, of which MP will be part of it, regional chairman, of course, for political reasons, should be part of it, forestry, RCC, president of lands, the residents. I want to say here and now that not a single building will be demolished.
Henry Quarter also cautioned residents to halt all construction works ongoing to make way for the new demarcations.
If only you can assure us here and now that going forward, there will be no construction work whatsoever in the Ramsar site in totality until such time that we finish our roadmap, then we are good. But if construction goes on, as for that one, I can assure you. So it's your call.
The Sakumo Ramsar site has been faced with encroachment over the years, causing flooding at the slightest downpour at places like Ashaman, Tema, Alajo, and other adjoining areas.
Let's have a conversation on the back of this, and the Deputy National Director of Arusha, Ghana, joins me on the telephone lines. Good evening, Daniel. Welcome to Daryl. Welcome to Newsnight. So, what do you make of government's decision not to demolish the Ramsar site?
Good evening, my brother, and thank you for having me. I think that this is a very disappointing development, and considering the fact that we have all been talking about the need to secure the Ramsar site, also for the services of serving as an area to take in the waters when they come in as floods, and to see that the government had plans or promised us that they were going to take the necessary actions to restore the Ramsar site to its original establishment, and to go down to the ground, start destroying buildings, and eventually turn around and say they're not doing it anymore. It's very disappointing. We feel that the government really did not plan very well for this, and it is giving also somewhat a precedent to tell people that, look, you can encroach upon any land as much as you can. The government will come to regularize it, and business continues as usual. So for me, I think it's a very bad precedent to see that this is the action the president is taking, and I wish they didn't even come out to say they're going to really embark on this action as they did in the beginning. It's really disappointing to hear this, yeah.
Right. In their defense, times are hard. Don't you agree with them for them to, be demolishing people's houses at this time?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you very well. Come again.
I'm saying that in their defense, they are saying that times are hard. That is why they have decided to regularize it instead of demolishing it. Don't you agree with them that times are indeed hard and it's not good to, conduct such a demolition exercise at this time?
Brother, there are a lot of demolition activities going on in this country for road construction and several other developments in many areas across the country. I don't think there is any justification for the government to say times are hard when eventually, if this area is left as it is, the floods will come and more people are going to suffer as a result of that. These are private individuals who have gone and taken over public lands and appropriated them, of course, with some support from other people who gave them the land in the first place. So if we have seen that there's something wrong and we want to correct it, there shouldn't be any turning back on that measure. And that's why I'm saying that there is no justification for government to say times are hard. I mean, there are other people whose buildings and other infrastructure are being destroyed in many places where there's road construction going on. But this is not a road construction. This is a Ramsar site. So the land use is very clear. Any use of this land for purpose other than Ramsar site is illegal and should not be allowed to persist. But for them to allow it with this particular excuse, for me, I say that the government never planned to do this, and it was maybe just for the optics. And when that is done, they go back and get people to just do whatever they want. The business as usual in terms of how we are handling this place is not the best option to go.
Right. Daryl Bosu, thank you very much. He's with Arocha Ghana. Thank you.
It's a pleasure. Thank you.
Right.
Thank you so much.
This is Newsnight here on Metro Television. The bulletin is also live on DSTV channel 277, live on Facebook at Metro TV Ghana and on DSTV channel 277, as I earlier mentioned. We'll be back after this break.